How can people still be dealing with claims 9 months later? How is that even possible?
Hard to believe, isn't it?
It is.
Legitimate disagreements between insurance companies, adjusters, and homeowners as to what should be covered, and just disagreements have been going on now for 10 months and will continue going on for, I'm sure, a lot longer.
Gosh, is there a certain timetable?
Well, by now, our law and most insurance policies require that proof of claim should have been submitted. As long as you've done that, just be persistent with your insurance company, with the different adjusters that you may be dealing with, to keep moving the claim, to make sure they're paying attention to you, returning your calls, doing the re-inspections that maybe they should be doing or said that they would do, and just be persistent.
And I know it's case by case, but for the majority of these people, what is the main problem? Just not agreeing with how much money the insurance companies want to shell out?
In my experience, yes. That homeowners seem to be disagreeing with either the amount of money that their insurance company wants to pay, what we call the scope of the loss, what was actually damaged or not, and that process tends to take some time to work itself through.
At what point should they stop trying to do it themselves and just say, hey, I need to pay a lawyer and I need some help?
Well, every case is different, and that's an individual decision that homeowners and businesses even need to make for themselves. When they'll get a message pretty clear at some point from their adjuster, from their insurance company, that this is it, this is all that we're going to pay. And at that point, I think most homeowners and businesses probably would need to seek some assistance.
And I know lawyers are all about documentation. If people are it's just like the communication. They've left so many messages, they've documented all. What all do they need documented before they come to you so they can say, look, I've been trying, I'm just not getting any answers?
Well, basically what we would need, of course, is by now, an estimate should have been prepared either by the insurance company or a private adjuster if a homeowner or business owner has retained one. Copies of your policies, proof of your coverage, because now, of course, there are many insurance companies that are pulling out of Louisiana.
Right.
So obviously proof of the insurance coverage that you did in fact have at the time of Hurricane Ida. And what basically is the basis of the disagreement, and where do you think that the insurance company is not being correct and how they're adjusting and paying your claim?
I'm glad you mentioned that. It's not as easy as just getting a new insurer, because so many are folding up and leaving town. If your particular insurance company did go bankrupt and leave, do they still have to pay you?
Generally, yes. Here in Louisiana, if your insurance company has been placed in a receivership or gone bankrupt, so to say, we have here in Louisiana something called the Louisiana Insurance Guarantee Association, referred to as LIGA. It's basically a backup for that situation. It's designed to pay claims for insurance companies that have gone bankrupt or gone into receivership. And in fact, there have been several since Hurricane Ida where that has happened, and LIGA has stepped in and assumed those claims.
Wow. What a headache.
It is.
What should homeowners do? What's your advice to prepare for the current hurricane season we're in?
Document. Document by way of documenting the condition of your home or business as it exists going into hurricane season, particularly where last year we had Ida strike and there may have been some damage that may or may not have been repaired. Know the condition of your home going into the storm and being able to prove the condition of your home going into the storm season.
What percentage of your business is hurricane claims?
It seems like it's an increasing amount of my practice now. Most people are at the point where they've sort of reached the end of the line in what they're able to get accomplished with their insurance company, and I mean, we're 10 months out now, so what's going to happen probably has happened already or is near to happening.
It's so unfortunate because it's so emotionally devastating, and then to have the financial burden and the stress of trying to get paid when you've been paying the money that you're doing your part.
Yes, and any lawyer or public adjuster for that matter handling these types of claims has their own stories of homeowners being incredibly frustrated with the process of being moved on to 2, 3, 4, even more adjusters, and then these new adjusters not knowing anything about what had happened with the prior adjusters. And it can be an incredibly frustrating and slow process. Be persistent. That's the best advice I can give at this point.
Attorney Piacun, thank you so very much.